All right, here we are. So, if you guys do not cross-watch, on the Taurus, when I was doing the next reading for Taurus, 2 came out. So it was Taurus and then Gemini underneath. So I said Gemini will be next. I do apologize for the wait, guys, because I started the reading and sometimes it's just like anything else. You realize like, oh my gosh, I need a break. So I had to take a little break, but I'm back. So this is Gemini's reading. This is a free, like a spirit calls the shots. And you'll get what I mean in a second. So first card is the Hermit card. This is Virgo energy, my gems. So they've been pretty strong in our readings lately. So this is Virgo energy. So if you do not know a Virgo, then it's the characteristics. It could be anybody. This could be a signifier. It could be also you acting in those characteristics or somebody that you know. So the Hermit, what he is part of the major arcana. He is number 9 in the major arcana. So when the Fool starts at 0 and he goes through all those people, he's the 9th person. So what the Hermit actually does is he will take himself out of a situation and he'll put himself like away, far away, so nobody can bother him. And it's like he'll get interest. He'll be by himself and he'll gain introspection, insight. He'll set things clear. Virgos are known to be very wise, very analytical. And that being said, he comes back out and he's got that power. He knows that whatever, he's got more clarity, right? So he's holding that wand, that staff right here, and that's his power. It also helps him, guide him through his journey. And that lantern there, it doesn't illuminate the whole entire story. All it does is illuminate the next few steps, and that's all he needs. He knows, being very wise and analytical, that's all he needs to do is just take the first couple steps and keep on going. He doesn't need to know the entire outcome right away. And we can't, guys, because if you think about it, we're here to learn and grow. If we knew the outcome, we wouldn't learn anything. We wouldn't grow, right? So we got to be wise about that, okay? But also, the Hermit could also be about maybe too much isolation. Okay, so I know my Geminis, we're very chatty, we're very social. So if you're being stuck in isolation, it's not a good thing, guys. Just because that's not our style, I mean, some gems, yeah, definitely. And I'm not gonna lie, I've been that way recently. I'd rather stay home than do anything else. But we are human beings. We need human contact, so don't forget that, guys. Okay. Okay. So equally sharing, 2 of Cups, and the 6 of Wands in reverse. So 2 of Cups. Cups represents water signs, which is Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. And 2s, of course, are like partnerships. They're also like they're second on the tree of life, so they are not tainted because they haven't gone through anything yet, right? So on the tree of life, it starts at the ace on the top, and that's where close to heaven, and then the 2s are the next. So they haven't been tainted or anything. So their overview are principles. They're cards of harmony. They're the highest form because they are untainted. On the tree of life, 2s are wisdom. So they are partnerships at its highest form. Okay, so 2 of Cups. The 2 of Cups is emotions, feelings, relationships. This is like a union, a combination, love, friendship, harmony. So this card is the Lord of Love. So 2 cups are a symbol of love or partnerships between 2 people. The relationship is based on mutual feelings. At the highest form, water is to be loved and respected. So 2 people equally sharing cups. These cups are filled with love, real love, friendship. There is unity, unconditional love. Nurture these relationships. Honesty is power. Be brave enough to admit how you really feel and encourage others to do the same. Okay, so now 6 of Wands in reverse. Wands are fire signs, which is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And 6s on the tree of life are in the middle of the tree, right? So if you think about what's in our middle, it's our spirits and our souls, right? So this is a very, very beautiful form, okay? So the 6 of Wands itself, this card is the Sun and Scorpio. So that's the energy that this carries, guys. If you guys haven't read my What Do I Do, please do so, because every single card in this tarot deck carries a zodiac sign, which is an energy, the element, which is an energy, and the planet, which is an energy, okay? So each card has a specific energy to it, right? That's what makes it so great. So 6 of Wands in reverse would be no recognition, a disadvantage, feel unseen, ignored, or unappreciated, okay? So that's how we're feeling right now. So yep, so 6 of Wands would be Jupiter and Leo. Did I say that right? I hope so. Not sure if I did or not. Did I say the Sun in Scorpio? Oh, geez. It's been a day. 6 of Wands is Jupiter and Leo. Okay, so Jupiter is expansive. Leo is the Strength card. Okay. Thank you, spirits, guides, angels, and ancestors. True appreciation. I'm truly grateful. So this is in reverse. So in upright, you know, this would be like successful, pride, proud, strength, right? So reverse, it is just the opposite. So this is like no recognition. There's a disadvantage. You feel unseen. You feel ignored. You feel unappreciated. Okay, so, oh yeah. Something to do with a Sagittarius, huh? Could be. Not all gems are going to go through that. So 5 of Swords. So 5s on the Tree of Life are severity. So in reverse, this 5 of Swords would be you realize that it's not about winning or losing. And you're not walking away. Or they're not walking away from this. They're not walking away from that Sagittarius, Temperance. Or somebody isn't walking away, right? If it's not about a Sagittarius, then it would be lack of patience, imbalance, or disharmony. Okay, so 5 of Swords in reverse would be you realize it's not about winning or losing, or somebody's not walking away from, or ignorance, from ignorance. Somebody's not walking away for ignorance. Okay, or somebody is walking away. Or it's about winning or losing. See, it's like 5 of Swords. Let's see what I'm going to see what mine says, okay? So the 5s are severity on the Tree of Life. They are conflict, they're change. So in reverse, this is Venus and Aquarius. No. Aquarius is the star. 5 of Swords. Venus and Aquarius. This is Aquarius. I thought that was Temperance. Oh no, this is Sagittarius. Okay, so this is Venus and Aquarius, okay? So this is Gemini card, which is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So this is the Lord of Defeat, okay? So, yep, somebody's not walking away. Realizing that the battle wasn't, or the fight really wasn't worth winning. Being right or winning sometimes costs higher than the stakes. So ask yourself if it's more important to prove that you're right, lose, or to listen. And even if you don't agree, you still give the respect of listening and acknowledgement that you heard them. Understand their feelings are valid, and even when you don't agree with everything that is said, you still show that they matter. Is it worth losing what you have with that person because of your ego and your pride? Sometimes winning or being right is by being that bigger person. Never make someone feel less than worthy or shame them for your pride, ego, and your stubbornness. You need to learn to vanquish unworthy thoughts and emotions. Feel rather than think. Remember, one person's success will bring another person's loss. Resolve to be noble in both defeat and victory, but never at the cost of others. Never act in your own best instincts or interests. Never act in your own best interests. Stand up for yourself to overcome shame. Okay, so you'll be like, no, that's not me, that's them. Okay, you know, energy's fluid. The reason why I say that is because, you know what, guys, if we're dealing with somebody in our life that's doing this to us, 9 times out of 10 they're mirroring us, but we don't see that. It's easy. It's almost so much easier to point out other people's faults and not really look at our own, right? So if you're saying, no, that's not me, that's them, it could be, but this person might also be mirroring us, and we might not be seeing what we actually do. I'm not trying to pick on my gems, you know, because I'm talking about myself too. So that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that sometimes I'm just saying, like, kind of keep an eye out, catch yourself if you ever see yourself doing this. Sometimes in the heat of things, we do things and say things that we don't mean, right? And of course we don't mean them, but it still hurts the other person, whether we meant it or not, right? So what I'm saying is that even though right now you're like, no, that's not me, it's them. Yeah, maybe so, but it's not always them. Can't always be them. Okay, so that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that it is. I'm not saying that it's not. Just, you know, hear me out. Okay, so anyways, the 5 of Swords in reverse. Okay, so this is like ready to move forward after conflict. And then the Temperance card in reverse. Okay, so if this person was dealing with a Sagittarius, maybe it's over. Okay, so also, if it's not dealing with a Sagittarius, then this is like a lack of patience, it's an imbalance, it's disharmony, okay? Well, clearly, right? So somebody chooses not to walk away from something that's an imbalance or disappointment, or, you know, you get it, right, guys? Okay, thank you, Spirit Guides, Angels, and Ancestors. I truly appreciate and I'm truly grateful. What else for my gems? What else? What's going on for my gems? Well, it looks like right now, if you're dealing with that first card right there, that person, you and that person were sharing their cups, okay? Something had happened, and you started feeling like you didn't matter. Like, the relationship started being like all of a sudden changing, and you felt invincible, right? Then the Five of Swords in reverse is like you started realizing that maybe it's not about winning or losing, or they started realizing it's, but they don't want to lose you. They're not walking away. And Temperance in reverse is like there's lack of patience, imbalance, and disharmony. If that doesn't have to do with the Sagittarius, okay? The reason why I say that is Major Arcana usually has to do with signifiers. Okay, so now here, let me scoot these over so we can see everything, right? I do want to keep them separated though, because these are coming out for reasons in pairs. You see what I'm saying? So let's just put this up here, because this is the reason that we're going through this situation. Either we're not seeing things in a different introspection, or you're dealing with a Virgo, or you're having the characteristics of a Virgo, or they are, okay? Take it as resonates, guys. All my gems are not going through the same exact thing. I'm giving the energy for the cards for you guys to write your own book, okay? Now, I can't have forward straight answers. If you want forward straight answers just for yourself, hit the link. We're more than happy to do a personalized reading for you, okay? Other than that, there's a lot of gems here, a lot of energy. That's what the cards do, okay? So that's why there's so many different kind of, you know, energies to them, okay? So the Star card in reverse, something's blocked. These are chakras. So one of our chakras could be blocked, okay? Or there's not healing here. So see what she's doing? She's taking the water and she is nurturing this dry, dead land back to life. That's healing, okay? Water is emotions, feelings, relationships. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, right? So this is Aquarius energy, and it's healing, okay? So one of our chakras might be blocked because this is in reverse. Definitely check out your 7 chakras, definitely. And also, it means that we're not healing. Well, we're not going to heal if you're not walking away, if we're not letting them walk away, okay? Now, because we're not healing, well, here's all the 10 of Wands. So 10 of Wands, Wands are fire signs, which is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Again, another Sagittarius. So the 10 of Wands in reverse are you releasing burdens, okay? Somebody's helping with responsibilities. Maybe somebody's finally starting to take accountability for something. Maybe this person is starting to realize that it's not worth losing you over this situation. You're not really healing, but you know, they're starting to, or maybe something's blocked right here. And the Star card in reverse. Disappointment, despair, missed opportunities. Okay. So maybe that person feels disappointment, despair, missed opportunities with you. Now they're starting to take accountability for what they actually have done to you. They're starting to see that this is not worth losing Gemini over. You know, they started to realize that you are worth more than what they thought. So yeah, somebody here has this is not an equal give or take, right? So somebody's taking more than what they actually deserve. Like, this is supposed to be an equal give or take, okay? But it's also like greed, because of the fact that you only take what you need and you give the rest, okay? So either somebody was maybe waiting on somebody hand and foot, or maybe the other person was taking too much. So this is you have to give this, you know, when you share cups with somebody, you have to equally share those cups back and forth. When there's a third party, or when this person isn't giving you back what you're giving them, you're gonna run, your cup's gonna run out. You're gonna be depleted, right? So look at here. This is why, look at, somebody's trying to get away with something here. 7 of Swords. So this is earth signs. This is Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. Okay, material, physical world. 6, true life is our spirit and our souls. That's why it's, you know, equal give or take. You take what you need, you share the rest, so it's not greedy, right? And when you help others, you aid in helping yourself, okay? So 7 of Swords is illusionary success, right? The swords are our mental attribute. They mirror the quality of our minds. So 7 of Swords would be, see how he's trying to get away with something? Look like he's trying to get away with something. He's looking back behind him to see if anybody sees him. Now, this could be somebody who's trying to justify their actions or justify their behavior. Or this also could represent like somebody slipping away. It also could mean like no matter how much we look to the past, we can't change it. The past is the past. We got to let it go. Maybe that's why you're not healing. See what I'm saying? Because you just can't let go of this past. I mean, clearly somebody's not walking away from this, right? Or somebody's just plain out trying to get away with something that they don't deserve. You know, they're trying to steal something. They're trying to take something that doesn't, they don't, you know, that entitlement is real, guys. Whoa. Okay, so, you know, I'm going to take these. I'm not going to. The Fool card in reverse. Fool card in reverse is you or someone is being reckless or you no faith in your journey, right? Right here, the Taurus energy. This is Taurus, okay? So either you're dealing with a Taurus, you know a Taurus, but somebody needs to be learned here. So somebody's not believing in their journey. Somebody's being reckless. The Hierophant is a spiritual teacher. So something needs to be learned here or be taught, right? And look at heartbreak. Unless you're dealing with a Taurus, okay? So if somebody could be being reckless, it may be being a Taurus, right? And that caused heartbreak. Okay? This is absolute heartbreak right here, guys. So the Hierophant is about a spiritual teacher, okay? So to me, this is like either you need to learn something or something needs to be learned here. And we go through this hard, you know, our journey, we go through a hard lesson. We do, because that's how we learn. That's how humans learn. It's how we grow. But here's the keys. You have to always turn it around. We have to turn this around, guys. We can't get stuck here. I'll tell you guys something. The way that the world is right now, people self-medicate. They, you know, get, you know, whatever. They build walls. They put armor on. They shut windows. They close doors. They isolate, you know, so when this happens, it hurts. And it is heartbreak. Like, I'm not going to lie. And I know that. It feels like physical pain. And emotional pain is way worse than physical pain, too. Anyways. So, but this is what we need. Unfortunately, this is how humans learn and grow. Okay? If things aren't hard, if they didn't hurt, if they weren't painful, we wouldn't learn. We wouldn't take anything from it. Okay? So, let me just get into this really quick here. So, this is Uranus. There's not really a signifier for that. Hierophant is Taurus energy. It's number 5. Okay, so this is when you run. The Fool starts at 0, goes through those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the teacher. Okay, 3 of Swords. So 3 of Swords. 3's on the Tree of Life. Are Bana. So if you think about multiplication, 3's are very strong. So that's why this hurts so much. These are swords, so they're air signs, which is Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. This 3 of Swords in particular, this energy is Saturn in Libra. Okay, so Saturn in Libra. So this is air. This is the Lord of Sorrow. This is karma, guys, justice. Okay, so this is either a karma love, a karma twin flame. It could be, you know, justice of just something that we need to learn, to grow, to change, because maybe we weren't the best partners either. Not in this situation either. It could have been before. It could also be their karma. Okay? Take it as resonates, guys. So this is the world's sorrow. It's compassion to give feeling. It's yearning. 3 cords cut right through in center of that heart. Deeply hurt, heartbreak, and grief. On the Tree of Life, from the 3s to the 4, this is where people get stuck. And what I mean by that is they never get back. They never get to the 4 because of this heartbreak. So on the Tree of Life, it starts at the aces on the top and it goes down like steps. We got to go through all those steps and hit that 10, and that's the lesson learned, and we go right back up to the top of the ace. Okay, so the Tree of Life right here, people get stuck from the 3 to the 4 because of this heartbreak. They shut down. They don't want to go through this ever again, and I don't blame them. But remember, guys, we're here to live, and yes, this heartbreak hurts. But let me tell you something. Everybody has a story that will bring you to your knees. Everybody goes through this. The point of this is that we have to feel this emotion, get it up, get it out, figure out why we felt this emotion, and keep on going, guys. We have to keep growing. We have to evolve. There's a lesson to be learned here, okay? So they never get to the 4 because of this heartbreak. This is where people shut down. They don't grow or learn. It's so important to remember that this is temporary and a normal part of life. This card is about emotional release. Cry, scream, do what you have to, and get this out. Okay, so crying is a form of healing. Get it up and get it out. You have to feel this emotion no matter how painful. Cry, shout, scream on the top of your lungs. Do whatever it takes to express your anger or your pain. This will help you get it up and get it out and get rid of it. Remember, sorrow and grief are necessary parts of life. Without pain, we would not receive the challenges needed to grow and to develop. Hardships create discomfort, which in turn turns into opportunity to become stronger. Okay, so we need to learn from our mistakes. You have a choice to become damaged and resentful and create more blockages and pain. And also, this may cloud your vision for like a short time, but this will eventually bring clarity. Okay, so it's your choice whether to use this experience as a learning experience or let it be in vain. This is faith, self-love, and forgiveness. The threes: faith, self-love, and forgiveness. This is the threes go to the fours, which the fours are manifestation. But the manifestation part on the four on the tree of life, it cannot be achieved again until you are once again whole with your spirit, your soul, understanding, and compassion. So like I said, this is where people get stuck. You need to heal these wounds where these swords cut deep so you are whole again. Things need to be hard. It's the only way that we learn. Don't get stuck here. Mourn and hurt, but don't let it become a way of avoiding growth and new experiences. Okay, guys, this is extremely important. And this is where people start to self-medicate, right? Well, we can't heal if we're self-medicating. We can't heal if we don't deal with it, okay? So we do have to deal with that emotion. We can't just bury it deep in our stomachs and hope it goes away and put a Band-Aid on it. No, because every time something happens, it's going to start bleeding again. We have to, the key's right here to turn this all around, turn it around so that these swords can fall out and these wounds can heal. This can take a while. You can't expect it to happen overnight. Okay, so now this came out. This is the Page of Wands. Okay, so something wants to grow. This is an announcement. This is a new feeling. It's a new emotion. Okay, and it's wands. Wands are growth, spirit. They're action, right? So pages are fire. Wands are fire. Fire, fire. This something wants to grow. Okay, and look at. I'm hoping something wants to grow with a Capricorn, not something wants to grow with a toxic cycle. So the Devil card is the Capricorn card. In the tarot deck, so I'm hoping it's with a Capricorn. If not, like something grew with a toxic cycle or an addiction. So let me tell you about this card. It's the people that don't know, so they're not like, oh my god, it's so evil. No, it's not. What this is basically the shadow side of ourselves. Okay, what I mean by that is that we have choices in life. Like I said, some people self-medicate. When you're actually delving into something that's not serving you and you know it's not serving you, that's what he's here for. He's like, you know what? You know that what you're doing to yourself isn't serving you, and yet you still choose to sit here and delve in it. I'm not just talking about addiction. I'm not just talking about alcohol or drinking. I'm not just talking about, whatever, self-medication. I'm actually talking about anything that is not serving you. It could be a toxic cycle. It could be a way of thinking. It could be anything. It could be coffee. See what I'm saying? But when you know in your soul and your spirit and everything else that it is not serving you and you still choose to delve in it, that's what he's there for, because he's going to sit there and make sure that you learn it the hard way. And the thing about him is, everybody's like, oh, well, the devil got me, and I was under a spell, and I was whatever. No, I don't think so. Everything in this life is choices, okay? We choose. Anything that we choose to do that's not with love creates bad or evil. Let me say that again. Anything that is done without love creates bad or evil, okay? So, meaning that, so these chains right here are here, and people can use that excuse, oh, it's chained to the podium. But if you look closer, guys, these chains are loose. And these people can easily be freed from whatever is binding them to him when they choose to stop delving in something that is not serving them. They can easily take these chains off. But he can't take her chains off, and he can't take her chains off. Nobody can take their chains off but themselves, okay? And the more that you stay here, the more you become him. Now, what he is basically the shadow part. And that's what I'm talking about. It mirrors the shadow part of us, right? This is not whatever. Okay, believe whatever you guys want to believe, but in my cards, this is not bad. It is bad because we're choosing bad. We're choosing things that don't serve us. But what I'm saying is that this is the shadow version of this angel, right? This is the shadow version of us, meaning that the choices, this is about choices, right? We don't choose the right choices. And we don't choose things out of love for ourselves and for others. Love creates evil and bad, right? So what this does is it actually mirrors, and this shows the shadow side of us, right? Look at that. There's two people right here, something in the middle. There's an angel. There's two people, something right there in the middle. Whatever you want to call him, right? So that's that third entity. Remember I told you, it's got to be man, woman, spirit. Man, woman, love. Man, woman, God. That faith, that magic, that love. When it's not, It's going to be man, woman, the third entity. You just got to choose which one you want with your choices. You see what I'm saying? Isn't this funny? I'm Gemini and my mom is Capricorn. Love you, Mom. Okay, so I hope that helps, guys. Okay, so but I hope that whatever wants to grow here in a new love is not with your shadow self. I hope it is with a Capricorn, if that, okay? Or an earth sign, I'm hoping, I don't know. Okay, so the next card that came out is the Two of Swords and the King of Swords. Figures, right? Two of Swords, okay? So swords are mirrors, the quality of our mind. Think of them as mirrors, okay? This is a mental attribute. These are our air signs. This is our element, guys. So this is Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius energy. Two of Swords. Remember I told you the twos on the Tree of Life, they will reveal our principles, and they're not tainted because they're still close to the top of the tree by the ace, which is heaven, by heaven, right? So the twos also represent partnerships and harmony, balance, things like that. So see how those swords are towards, I can't talk, you guys. See how those swords are crossed right there? Looks like she doesn't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. She blocked somebody. You're blocked. Somebody's blocked here. Okay, so Two of Swords is a mental level centered around the mind and the intellect. So there's the swords. They act like mirrors. They mirror the quality of our minds. They're present in our thoughts, our attitudes, and our beliefs. This is the moon in Libra. So the Two of Swords is the Lord of Peace. So this is the same woman from the Justice card. That's why it's Libra, right? See how there's the moon. See how with the energy? So the Lord of Peace. So this woman from the Justice card look at the card. She seems like she has a blindfold on, right? She can't see. So just as your mind can play tricks on you, she isn't blind. She puts this on so that she isn't distracted with what's around her because she is seeking the answers to her questions from within her. So everything that she needs to know lies right inside of her, okay? And this card is to teach us to start to trust our intuitions. These tides are low, which shows that nothing is ever going to stand in her way. She can actually navigate freely with this blindfold on because it's never going to lead her the wrong way. As long as she follows and looks for her answers from within, nothing could ever trip her up. She yearns for harmony, stillness, peace, and quiet, inner peace, mostly truth within herself. So no matter what, she still sits instilled with poise, okay? No matter what is going on. She's not panicking. She's not, losing it. She's not oversensitive. She is still sitting here instilled with poise. Okay, so this could also be about a decision, a debate, choices, exploring both sides. It could be a conflict with no clear resolution. It may represent challenges, decisions before acting on anything. Consider what's to gain and what's to lose. So this is how you center yourselves. She puts her blindfold on, so nothing on this outside world, this illusionary world that we're in, is going to ever trip her up or make her steer her wrong in the wrong way, because everything that all her answers and everything that she wants to know is right inside of her. Okay, but back to our cards and our little story here, somebody's blocked. Okay, or somebody doesn't want to see something in a different perception, right? Somebody doesn't want to see something in somebody else's point of view. It's like, no, I'm right, you're wrong, and that hurt me, so we don't ever want to see it in somebody else's because we're more geared towards what happened to us, right? And guess what? Mirroring our shadow self or our partner, whoever we're having this issue with, 9 times out of 10, they feel the exact same way that you do. So as you're sitting there telling them, no, I don't care about how you feel. You need to understand how I feel. They're saying the same thing to you, and you guys are sitting there just not getting anywhere, right? Blockages. So, or they have you blocked, you have them blocked. You guys are not talking. Somebody's not talking, or you guys have no communication, right? So the next card is the King of Swords. Guess what? Guess who the King of Swords is? It's us, guys. Gemini energy. This is our person. So I'm going to read this, especially because this is our person, especially because this is a big lesson for us, gems. Okay? And if this is not you right now, then in this your partner, it mirrors. You guys are 9 times out of 10 mirroring each other. You didn't pick that person out of a hat. You guys are magnetized and drawn to each other for a reason. Okay? So here's the key. It's either to learn from, grow from, or it's your twin flame. It's your, I don't know. You guys need to figure that out. But you guys are like magnets right now because for some reason, you guys have got to be together right now, either to learn, grow, or teach each other stuff. You take it as it resonates, guys. So, swords are air, kings are air. Okay, so this is a double element, right? This is it right here. This is us. And this King of Swords has a pure mind, okay? He's the only core card that doesn't look to his left or looking to his right. He's looking straight at us, right? The reason that he has a pure mind is because he isn't looking to his past and he's not looking to his future. He is fixated on this present moment, which is why his mind is pure. Okay, so do you understand that? He's not looking to his left, which is the past, which causes depression because we can never change the past. And when we dwell on the past, it does make us sad because, like with everybody in this whole world, when you think about the past, it's a lot of sadness. We either lose people or people hurt us, you know, blah, 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 blah. We keep going on and on and on. Well, our stories are basically almost the same as every other person's stories. Some people have worse stories, but I'm going to tell you this. Every person probably has a story that'll bring you to your knees. So that's why he doesn't look to his past, because it'll cause depression. He's not looking to his right, which is the future, because that would be like control. That's where you think that, okay, well, if I do this, this is how the future is going to be, and then I'll be fine. Okay, then you're trying to control either your actions, somebody else's actions. You're trying to control the future. Can't do that. That causes anxiety when you think about the future. Okay, so he's not looking to his left in the past of something that he cannot change. He's not looking to his right in the future of what he's trying to control because we can't, which causes anxiety. He's looking right at us because he is dead center. Everything is right here, and everything that he can handle and control and see right now is right in front of him, which is in our present moment. Okay, so that's why his key phrase is unveiling truths behind appearances. He sees. So, you know what that means? That he can see through the BS because there's nothing clouding his mind from the past. There's nothing tainting his mind into the future. Okay? Or vice versa. You know, nothing's tainting from the past or clouding from the, you know, get what I'm saying, right? He's fixated right now so he can see through people. He can see through their appearances. He can see right through them because he's present. He's in the present moment. His mind is clear. He's focused. Okay? So, he has a pure mind. It is moral. It is not immoral, which means that it carries truth. Okay? So when he's at his best, when we're at our best in good energy, we carry truth in constructive ways. When we're at our lower polarity, when we're not at our best, when we're not in our energy, guys, we're untruthful, self-serving, and we also can use that truth as weapons because sometimes the truth hurts, right? It's pure mind at best. So this is the magician traits. That's why this is our card, guys. So there's truth, verdict, authority, command, firmness, mental clarity, self-discipline, intellectual powers, methodical, ethical, and integrity. Judge situations with rational thinking. Strive to be a little bit more consistent. Make sure that your word is your bond. One level of maturity is the amount of words that you speak versus the words that you listen to. Start to listen to understand rather than listening to respond. This will help you grow, as well as people will look at you with more respect because you are at a level of maturity to understand others rather than making them understand you. Okay, so reserve judgment until all of the evidence has been heard. Remember, maybe nobody is wrong and nobody is right. It's just different perspectives. Make commitments and stick to them. If you say that you're going to meet a deadline, do so. If you have to evaluate work, don't sugarcoat the results. Brown-nosing or empty praise is not respectable. Honesty is. You need to strive to be that honesty, and that is exactly what you are known for. So say what you mean and mean what you say. Friends and partners, they need straightforward feedback. Give that to them. Avoid trying to control what people say or how they say it. When conflict is over, guys, let it be over. It is only your responsibility to do what you said that you were going to do. It's not your responsibility to tell them what they said they were going to do, or your responsibility to keep reminding them. You need to leave that up to them. Just make sure that you did your part, and that's all that you can do. And also, you need to listen for that still small voice inside. That's our spirit and our souls, guys. When you hear it, act on it with total confidence. Find the ones that you respect to be able to express your verdict and your opinions, and be sure to make sure that your spirituality tempers your conversations and match your words with deeds. Remember, spirit is your subconscious. Always act on it and always trust on it. Okay? Get out of our heads, start feeling, trust our intuitions, stay here in this present moment. Hey, we're about the truth, right, guys? So, somebody's blocked right here. Or you're refusing to see it in a different Two of Swords. Let me see. So Two of Swords is Libra energy. It's like stalemate, block, stubborn, not seeing somebody else's point of view. That's SOME1. Is that you guys? Stalemate, maybe 2 options. This is us right here. Or you're dealing with another Gemini or another air sign, guys. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Take it, it resonates. So you're blocked because this person either doesn't want to speak the truth or doesn't want to hear the truth, or you don't want to change. You don't want to see it from a different point of view. Take it, resonate. Take it as it resonates, guys. Flip it around, upside down, whatever you guys got to do. Okay, so 9 of Swords. That's us again. And Ace of Swords in reverse. That's us again. A lot of swords, guys. A lot of mental anguish here. 9 of Swords. 9 of Swords. This energy is Mars and Gemini. Mars is a planet of chaos, upheaval, destruction, war. Gemini, you already know what we are. That's our card right there, guys. That's our energy in Mars. Can you imagine that? And you know what? Guess what? We are in Mars right now. So, I actually want to read this one because this one is a good one too, okay? I like to read these because each card carries something that we have to look at it in a different perspective. That's why I do read them. Because each card, there's something to learn from. Okay, so these aren't coming out of chance. Like, this is coming out for a reason, guys, okay? So, the Swords, 9 of Swords. So, air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is the Lord of Despair. It's Mars and Gemini. Dark Night of Soul. Let me move this over so you guys can see it better. So, this is the Dark Night of Soul, okay? So, Mars is a warrior. Gemini is a mental suit. This card shows that there is a war on Mars, okay? So, this person is a pure soul because she's in white. She's shifting all exterior senses inward from own source. So, this is where the soul learns torment and agony. You need to learn from this. You need to turn inward for your answers. Remember right here, turn inward for your answers. And there's spiritual source, of course, right? There's spiritual source everywhere. So fulfilled with spirituality. So please know that comfort is close. You just need to turn inward and inside. There's remorse, worry, fear, nightmares. Thoughts are weighing you down. You are reaching a breaking point. This is making things seem way worse than they really are. Reach out for help. Worry wastes energy, and worry won't change a thing. Do what you can and let the universe handle the rest. Let go of any unhealthy obsessions. Learn to be happy with the here and the now, right? And don't play the blame game. Like I said, guys, don't play the blame game. Don't be strangled with regrets. Cut everybody slack. Nobody is perfect. Don't be too hard on others, and most of all, don't be too hard on yourselves. You're learning, you're growing. And don't forget, so are they. So sometimes, like I always tell people, sometimes people do hurt us, and yeah, it hurts, and we become resentful and hateful. But listen, you know, just like us, we hurt people too. Like, there's no way that, no, like, we're not any angels here either. And we hurt people too because we were hurt, or, you know, for whatever reason, because we're mad, whatever reason, right? But most of the time, our intention was not trying to hurt somebody. It's just because we were hurt. You see what I'm saying? But we don't really realize the impact of that pain that we caused somebody. So that's why it says to give other people slack and remember that they're hurting too. Remember that they're also learning too, okay? So that's where we got to have that humanity and be back at our core level. And it's the hardest when we're hurt. It's the hardest when we're mad and angry and frustrated. But hey, this is what this is for, to learn, grow, and be better people, right? Ace of Swords in reverse, okay? So it's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Ace of Swords in itself is Venus in Libra. So this is love and it's justice, okay? So it's kind of like a yikes. So the Ace of Swords in reverse is lack of clarity, lack of truth, refusing to see the truth, or there's ideas in your mind that are not good for you. Exactly, look at. So this is why, because of this, right? You can't sleep, you're having nightmares, agony, stress, probably even panic attacks, because of the fact that your ideas and your thoughts are not serving you, okay? Thanks for your angels and ancestors to appreciate. I'm truly grateful. What else for Gemini? What else for Gemini? Okay, it's going to be a big story. Okay, 4 Cups in reverse. 4 Cups in reverse is you're starting to take action. You're moving forward. You're overcoming your obstacles. There's a breakthrough here. Nice. Queen of Swords in reverse. Everything's in reverse, probably because we're in Mars. So this could be maybe too emotional. Somebody's being too emotional, or trying to find or seek the truth, or naive. Hangman in reverse. Jeez, you guys. Hangman in reverse is egotism, not seeing an opportunity, instability, or not trying to change your insight. That would match that. 6 of Swords in reverse. No. Okay, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, guys. This is stuck. We're not moving away from something, or something is coming back to us. 9 of Wands. On its way. Something is on its way. If not this fire sign, which is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Sheesh, stuck, not moving away. Something's coming back. So you're not moving out of troubled waters, right? Okay, let's go back. Let's go through this again. Yikes. And I'm going to read this knight because these knights, pages, and queens and swords are signifiers. I can also read the queen of swords too. Okay, so right here, the 4 cups. These cups are upside down, which means that this emotion, this feeling has left these cups. So why are we still sitting there, right? God is trying to hand us something. We're refusing to see it. We're too focused on what we actually lost. Like we're too focused on this material, physical world that we're not looking up and seeing that God is trying to hand us this cup of grace. 4s on the tree of life are merited deservingness. That's it. That's that I deserve this attitude, or I am entitled to this attitude, which we're not entitled to anything. And whoever said that we were, the universe decides that. The universe gets to decide what we're entitled to, not us. Okay, we don't get to say, well, I went through a lot, so I deserve this. Whoever said that, whatever we went through, everybody, that's an opinion, not a fact. Because like I said, compared to who? Other people? Yourself? What is it? You know, like, and who are we to judge that? We're not. We can't do that. That's not our jobs. We can't do that. I'm not saying that you haven't been through a lot. Yes, I'm sure. But nothing that ever's going to fall in our lap is something that we can't handle, okay? And maybe what we think is really, really bad is nothing. It's a walk in the park. You know what I'm saying? We just don't know. Okay, so this is where the 4 of Cups in reverse is. This is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. This is basically we are starting to move forward. We're starting to overcome obstacles. We're starting to break free from this, you know, our hands are crossed, being stubborn, the stubbornness. Queen of Swords in reverse is we are refusing to find or seek the truth in something, or guards are up. Our guards are up. Somebody wants the truth from you, or you want the truth from somebody. Hangman in reverse, that's Pisces energy right there. So what he does is he gives himself a timeout to see something in a different view, a different angle. This is somebody who's refusing to do that. Like, nope, I'm right, you're wrong, right? 6 of Swords in reverse is somebody who's not moving out of troubled waters into calmer waters. They're not moving at all. They're actually moving backwards, and somebody is actually moving towards you, gems. Could be this Knight of Wands here. Wands are fire signs, which is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So it could also be the characteristics of this person. So let's get into that. Knight of Wands. All Knights, they belong to Hagma on the Tree of Life. They are self-conscious cards. All Knights are fire signs. They all are moving, right? They're movement because all Knights have horses, signifying change and moving. That means that something is on its way. Knight of Wands. This is fire and fire. It's a double element. There's a fiery horse, flames out of the armor. This person has enthusiasm, moving on the cloak right here. There's salamanders. Salamanders can survive through, it's the only animal that can survive through fire. His key phrase is impulse to freedom, high and dignified through learning and yearning. When he's at his lower, somebody's always running away. So if you're dealing with somebody who's always constantly running away from you, that's basically this person. Now, when it's upright right now, that means somebody's coming towards you, Gem. Okay, we'll figure that out. So this knight symbolizes adventure and enthusiasm, encourages one to energetically go for it. Charging ahead full with adventure, energy, enthusiasm, taking risks. This person likes to take risks. Hot-tempered or rushing, they rush into things. But if they actually realize if you finish what you start, it could pay off. So share yourself, watch for opportunities to lend a hand, offer skills, prove yourself, and the little things so other things will follow in larger battles. So ask somebody out, make it happen, speak your heart, and challenge others to do the same. Always make sure that the motives are pure. Like I said, otherwise it's anything that's done without love creates evil or bad. Okay, so share your spiritual journey with others, offer prayers, mention impartial truths. You've learned to apply in your life. So every time that you share your light, you aid in conquering the darkness. Every time you share your light, guys, you aid in conquering the darkness. Okay, so now the next card that came out is the Knight of Swords. Look at a lot of movement. Something's definitely coming in. Something's rushing in. Look at that Knight of Swords. So swords are Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. The Knight of Swords is basically like Libra energy, impatient, moving towards you. They feel like they have to rescue you. I don't know if that you know, when they cause all this pain and now they have to rescue you from it. I mean, that sounds kind of like my twin flame for sure. So Knight of Swords, like they caused it, but oh, here, let me save you from what I did to you, you know, like. Okay, so Knight of Swords is Libra energy. So yeah, they want to rescue you. They're impatient. They're moving fast. They're coming in fast. But like I said, I want to read this because this is a signifier of somebody in our life because it could be mirroring us, okay? So this Swords, its key phrase is curiosity charges forward. So it's ravenous, eagerness. So the mind, look at the clouds right there, okay? So it's in the back, the clouds in the back are showing how fast this is. But this card is also the feather of truth, okay? So eager to learn everything, okay? So this is basically represents a lover or a past lover. So all over the place, even almost self-destructive. This Knight embodies a fast-thinking and ambitious person who takes decisive action without planning. Okay, so acting without thinking. So Knights are fire, swords are air. With a mental element, this mind is on fire. It's bluntness, speaking the mind. Things are said that out of anger. You know, I'm good at that. So saying things you don't mean, things like that. So this card is like jumping in to seize the moment. It's an impulsivity that can lead to hasty decisions. Rather than be defensive, relax, give criticism a chance. A mature person would look at criticism for a capacity of improvement, not to be intimidated by the observations of others. Take what helps and leave the rest. Words can hurt, you know. You know why you're saying what you're saying, but you guys really need to think about how you're saying it, okay? Also, don't read too much into the statements of others. If you need clarification from somebody, just ask, okay? Resolve to be better listeners. Listen to understand. Do not listen to respond. So that means, like, if you weren't like this, and this person is like that, the bickering, just keep going and going and going and going and going. Then nothing is heard, nothing is understood, and that's when people start raising their voices, and that's when the name call. Do you see how it just escalates and escalates? So what they're telling you in this kind of situation, because this is our card, guys. So we could be mirroring their behaviors to us so that they can see what they're doing. But remember, we're doing it too. Okay, so. Remember, don't read too much into the statements of others. If you need clarification from someone, just ask. Resolve to be a better listener. Listen to understand and do not listen to respond. Meaning just be quiet. Let them talk. Okay, you don't have to agree with everything that they say, but you do need to give them that respect that you heard them. And when we don't listen to each other, we're invalidating each other's feelings. So that's doing a lot to somebody who you are sharing your life with and sharing your relationship with and feelings with. And yet you tell them, like, look what you're doing to me, but you're doing the same thing to them. That's the contradiction in it, right? Okay, so I'm not trying to be hard on you, gems. I'm just, you know, we have to look at ourselves. Okay, this isn't about everybody else. This is about us. Okay, so we're here not to listen to everybody else's problems. We're here to find out what different insights and things that we might be overlooking about ourselves, because we can't change anybody. We can only change ourselves. Okay, and then when we change ourselves and we get better, our frequency will change. And that person will either be forced to change for the greater good for themselves or be left behind and hopefully catch up with you later on when their frequency changes. Until that time, we have to keep going and growing and going. And when you change, then you're like it's like a domino effect. When you get better and healthier, and like people around you will get that, and then they'll want to. You see what I'm saying? It's a domino effect. So let's do the good part of it instead of the shadow part of it, right? Six of Cups. So Cups represents Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Six are in the middle of the tree of life. It is our center, so it's beautiful. So the sixes, has to do with exes, has to do with the past, okay? This is, there's an old building in the back. These are children giving each other flowers. This is like a family life. It's like nostalgia, okay? So let me read it, actually. I'm sorry, guys. I'm still a little bit sick. I don't think I'm ever going to get better. I swear, when this time of weather, I only get this once a year. But when I get it, I feel like it doesn't get better. It gets worse. And it gets worse and worse. Like, it doesn't feel like I get better. I feel like I get worse and worse and worse. Okay, so Six of Cups. And I'm also in Minnesota, so it's like 1 degree outside. Okay, so the Six of Cups is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Feelings, emotions, relationships. This is the Sun and Scorpio. So this is the Lord of Pleasure. There's an old building, young children offering cups of beautiful flowers, nostalgia, memories, past relationships, partners, family, friends. It could be reminiscing, past relationships, missing somebody, or somebody might be missing you. You might miss family structures. You're starting to see beauty in all pleasures, new phase, and letting go of the past. Seeing beauty in life and see how efforts can aid in others. Give when you don't expect anything in return. Good deeds you might miss warmth and security. Take time with friends and family. You're giving without expecting anything in return. That's a huge milestone, okay? So accelerate maturity. Practice giving with no thought of what's in it for you. Moral dessert is not sweet, it's sour because it's not done in goodwill. Instead of focusing on profit, focus on giving surprises or surprise someone with an unexpected gift, okay? Volunteer, lend a hand, give your time, your money, your talents, all three. When you actually help others, you are aiding and helping yourself, okay? So this is about past, that's what I'm saying. So who's coming towards you? Somebody from your past, clearly. Right here, it says, 6 of Swords in reverse. Something is coming back. Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands, fiery horse. Something is moving towards you. Somebody wants to grow, moving towards you. Somebody wants the truth. Now this is fast moving towards you because they have to rescue you. Somebody from your past. Okay? Yikes. 7 of Cups. I'm not surprised if that's there though. So Cups are relationships, emotions, feelings, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Sevens on the tree of life are illusionary success. Right? So I'm going to get into this card. Definitely. Okay, so definitely going to get into this. 7 of Cups on the tree of life are illusionary success. Okay, so this is feelings, emotions, relationships. You guys see on that card? Well, I don't know what to pick. Look at all these cups. Like, this is kind of like, oh yeah, look at me, I'm cool. Like, I have all of these options. I'm not, like, making fun of our partners. I'm just saying that this is a lot of ego right here, okay? So if you're the one with the ego, yikes. If not, then this is, you know. Okay, so 7 of Cups. This is Venus and Scorpio. So Venus doesn't do very well when it's ruled by Mars, clearly, right? Venus is the planet of love. Mars is the planet of chaos, right? Men are for Mars, women are for Venus. That's the opposites right there. Okay, so Venus does not do very well when ruled by Mars. So in the desired nature, it's very strong. So as you can see, he does not know what he wants. Success is illusionary. It impacts what you might think can make you happy. But there is no pinnacle of success. It's an illusion to think that one thing attained will make one feel whole. To want to desire is in human nature. You need to determine what really makes you happy. You need to see things for what they really are. Yes, these cups are full, and that's the illusion. They are full, but of what? So don't get caught up in what you think matters now, when in the long run it wouldn't be worth it, right? So don't always think that it's greener on the other side of the fence, because sometimes after you jump that fence back, you come to realize that after you jump that fence, you come to realize that it isn't green at all. And now you can't jump that fence back. When I say this, that's why I kind of stopped and kind of got screwed up, because I wanted to explain something to you guys. When I'm sitting here telling you guys about this cup, the 7 of Cups, do you see how it goes into the point of you? So the reason that happens, I'm not saying that you are the one that is sitting here like, oh, I have all these cups. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that this is what the card is telling us, that this is an illusionary success. It's crazy to think that one thing attained will bring us happiness. I'm not saying that you are the one that is in this situation right now, but what I do, and the reason why I do this is because, like I said, every card has some kind of lesson or something to learn from. So even though we're not the ones that are actually in this particular energy or doing this, and it could be our partners or somebody that we know, a friend or a coworker, whoever is doing this actual act right here, this deed right here, I still talk to you as if in case, or something that we may have overlooked past in our lives, of what the lesson of this card is. Not to say that you're the one that's doing this actual energy, or, you know, in this situation. What I'm actually saying, and why I'm saying it, is because each card has something to learn from. And like I said, we can only change ourselves. So even if your person is doing this, I'm going to explain why or what lesson this is, so that we can better understand for ourselves. See what I'm saying? I'm not saying that Geminis are doing this. Do you see what I'm saying? Because I had somebody else saying, well, that wasn't me. I didn't really say that. But the way that I actually do this is it does talk directly to you, because in the sense of, we can't change other people. We can't make them see something that we see, but we can still learn, okay? That's why I say that. I just want to clear that up. Okay, so let me reread this so that it makes sense. Okay, this is the Seven of Cups. This is Venus and Scorpio. Venus does not do very well when ruled by Mars. Okay, so in the desired nature, yes, in the desired nature, it's very strong. As you can tell, he does not know what he wants. So, but the success is illusionary. It impacts what you might think can make us happy, right? So, but there is no pinnacle of success. It's an illusion to think that one thing attained will make one feel whole. To want to desire is in human nature. You need to determine what really makes you happy. So you can start seeing things for what they really are. Yes, these cups are full, and that's the illusion. They are full, but of what? Don't get caught up in what you think matters now, when in the long run, it wouldn't be worth it. So don't always think that it's greener on the other side of the fence, because sometimes after you jump that fence back, you come to realize it isn't green at all, and now you can't jump that fence back. See what I'm saying? So I'm not saying that this is you in particular, but I'm sure that we were in this kind of situation. If not before, then we will be in the future. And that way we can always resort back to this and remember, like, wow, this person did this to me, right? I know what's going on. So is it really greener on the other side of the fence? Am I really seeing like what these cups are full of? So if you see that right here, like, yeah, man, I get all these cups. Look what's in those cups. There's a snake. You know what I'm saying? So that's the illusion of it. That's the ego. Right? So I'm not saying that this is us right now. Could be whoever we're dealing with. But we are in the future, or if not already, have been in this situation. And that's why I want to explain, so that you know when this does happen, hey, we're already ahead of the game. Or we already learned from this. You know what I'm saying? Or you can also help somebody else and explain to them, brother or sister, whoever. Right? Like, hey, listen, check this out. Yeah, you might think you have all these cups, but what's in those cups? See what I'm saying? Yeah. So, thank you, spirits, guides, angels, ancestors. I'm truly patient. I'm truly grateful. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. What else for Gemini? Whoa. Oh, wow. It's a big story. Moon, Pisces energy. That's also Cancer. I don't care what anybody says, because Cancer is the high priestess. She has the moon at her feet. It's both to me. It's Pisces and Cancer. Could be Pisces and Cancer, Cancer, Pisces, whatever. I take it as both. Okay, so this is like secrets maybe. This is like the opposite. So there's contradiction in this. You got to find the path in between, stay on that path even in the dark. We have to stay on our path. That moon will illuminate, to get through it, okay? And the Four of Wands in reverse. So this is the merit of deservingness. This is where, oh yeah, that I'm entitled to this, right? So wands are action. This is upside down, guys. So something's not growing here. So unhappy connections, unknown circumstances, canceled celebrations, marriage or celebrations is canceled. So if there's like a celebration coming, it's canceled. If this was happy connections, they're not happy no more. Unhappy family, unhappy connections, yeah. Judgment card. Yikes. Judgment is maybe judging each other, time to consider what you really need. Because they're unhappy, right? Definitely. Now, Four of Swords in reverse. Four of Swords. Not resting. You're depleted. You're laying in bed overthinking. We know that because of that Nine of Swords. So this card is the rest. Wait, let me see. The rest of something after strife. The rest of something after strife. Rest and strife. I forgot. Let me look. Swords are air signs. You guys know that. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Where are my fours? Okay, so fours are 5 by 3s. There's 2. There they go. Okay, so Four of Swords. The Lord of Rest after strife. I got it right before I looked at it. Yeah. So on the Tree of Life, this is manifestation. Remember I said the 3s to the 4s? That's where people get stuck, right? So we're not there yet. This is still reversed. So we're still in that heartbreak, guys. We can't get stuck there, remember? So this is the first time that the tree actually bursts into color. This is Mercy. 4s, Hassad is ruled by Jupiter, so it's big and expansive. This is the merit of deservingness, stability and formation, okay? Four of Swords, Jupiter and Libra. Lord of Rest after strife. So Jupiter is of good fortune. Libra is a deep spiritual repose. The 4 resembles a moment of rest and contemplation after the chaos of the 3. Remember, the 3 of the Swords was absolute heartbreak. This card encourages solitary reflection, but let's look at things with a different perception. One does not rest after strife. One can rest in and through strife, okay? So if you look right here in this stained glass, there's help. There's spiritual help. It's Christ. He's giving a blessing of peace and truce. Recovering from sickness or solitude. Oh, I can't wait for that. Recovering from sickness. Yes. Recovering from sickness or solitude. Meditation, contemplation, rest. Change your mindset. Pause to clear your mind. Think before you speak. Remember that King of Swords? That's us. Think before you speak. Think before doing. Feel drained mentally, overloaded. It's time for reflection, self-care. That's the key for balance in everything in your life. That key from the Taurus. Key of balance. Everything in your life. You need to take a break, restore perceptions, rather than over-analyzing everything. Rejuvenate and regain your energy. So what they're trying to say is whenever things in the future, when we go through things like this, we can keep our cool and our calm and stay in our pure mind. Don't get caught up in the left or the right. We stay right here in this present moment and we stay calm and cool. We can actually not deplete our energy and be so exhausted that we have to actually take a break and rest for a while to regain our energy. What they're trying to tell us is that when we stay in that pure, clear mind in this present moment and with a goodwill towards others and ourselves, and we don't let people take us out of our characters and we stay in that good person that we are, we can actually get through situations like this in the future with cool, calm demeanor and not waste all of our energy and rest in and through strife instead of being completely depleted and exhausted, right? So, King of Pentacles in reverse. I am not surprised. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. So, King of Pentacles in reverse is very stubborn, rigid, looks down on you, judgmental, or you're not resting because of this, take it as it resonates, guys. Three of Pentacles in reverse. No strength, not collaborating with others. You're not allowing others' insights. You need help. You're not allowing people to help. Four of Pentacles in reverse. Oh my gosh, you guys. Do you see that? Earth, earth, earth. See that? Four of Pentacles in reverse. No strength, not collaborating with others. Did I just read that? Set boundaries. Okay, you guys need to set boundaries. Respect other people's boundaries. Let go of unhealthy obsessions. The Chariot. Cancer energy. Nice, nice, nice. Cancer energy. There's our savior. Okay, so chariots are Cancer, sorry. So moving forward in something, this person is on their way to you. Dang. Well, hopefully a Cancer is on the way to you. Let's see who's on our way. Who's on their way to us? Somebody's on their way. That was like 4 times now said that. Thank you, spirits, guides, angels, ancestors. True appreciate it. I'm truly grateful. Who is on their way to Gemini? What is on their way? Who is on their way to Gemini? What's coming towards Gemini? Thank you, spirits, guides, angels, ancestors. True appreciate it. I'm truly grateful. What is on... Ooh, the Lover's card. Oh, the High Priestess in reverse. And the Lover's card. Maybe another Gemini? I don't know any other Geminis. High Priestess. So what's on their way? High Priestess in reverse. High Priestess is Cancer energy, right? But in reverse, you're not listening to your intuition. People are talking behind your back. Gemini, Lover's card. Lovers, lovers, lovers. Perfect union. Harmony, love, and attraction. Decisions and choices. You have choices, gems. Hopefully with this Cancer, Cancer. Look at Cancer, Cancer. Gemini. Nice. Hopefully that's what's on the way to you. Isn't that, we did get that before too, didn't we? I said was on their way. Hopefully it was Cancer, not... Oh yeah, the Moon card here. Yeah, maybe it might be Cancer, maybe Pisces. Hey, it resonates, guys. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Cups. No, I'm just kidding. Some water sign. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you, spirits, guys, angels, ancestors. I truly appreciate it. I'm truly grateful. And, there's a lot of Geminis here, so it's not going to be one answer. That'd be weird if all of us were with all one specific zodiac sign. Wouldn't that be weird? Okay, Ace of Wands. Something wants to grow here, guys. Something wants to grow. This is on the top of the tree of life. It's close to heaven. It's of spirit. God's hand right there. It's giving it passion. Something wants to grow. Ace of Wands. Fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Something wants to grow. Oh, and then here this comes out. I was kidding. Queen of Pentacles. I'm not going to be like that. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not rigid, right? So Queen of Pentacles is Virgo energy. So... admires, adores you, wants to take care of you. See that? Looking down at that pentacle like, oh, look at this pentacle. Look at Ace of Pentacles, guys. Holy moly, this is Capricorn energy. Fresh start, new money, new opportunity, potential. Wow, did we get any of the other aces? We did get the Ace of Swords already, right there. What about what are we missing? Ace of Cups. Did we get the Ace of Cups? Not yet, huh? Yikes, Magician. Yeah, y'all. That's us and Virgo. That's Gemini and Virgo together. As above, so below. That's the Magician. So, the Fool's Journey starts at the 0. It goes through a 0 all the way to the end of the world card, right? 21. So this is the first person that the Fool actually meets as he embarks in this wonderful journey towards Earth. Not a carefree in the world because nothing tainted him. He doesn't understand what he's getting himself into, right? The first person that he actually meets is the Magician. The reason why he meets the Magician is because of the fact that he is the ruler of our physical material world. Because this is all an illusion, guys. Because it is. You know why? Because there's nothing here, even though right now in our reality we can touch things, we can see things. But when we go with exactly what we came in with, our spirits and our souls. So everything that's here, we cannot take with us. Not a person, not a dollar bill, not anything. We don't take anything with us except our spirits and our souls. We don't even take our bodies, okay? So he is the leader of our spiritual world because this is all an illusion. And he's saying that whatever we can take whatever from the spiritual world as above, so below. We have all the tools that we need here on this physical world. We have the Pentacle, which is anything material, physical in this world. We have that. We have the Cups, which is our feelings, emotions, relationships. We have the Wands, which is action, spirit, growth. We have the Swords, which is mental attributes, clarity, things like that. We have earth, water, fire, air. See what I'm saying? We have it all. We have all the tools that we need here. And as above, so below. This is our card, you guys, because we can manifest anything that we want. 1, 2, look at that. 1, 2. Wow. And look at right here. If something wants to grow, she's holding that pentacle. She absolutely adores and loves this pentacle. Now God is holding up this pentacle. Gives it the energy of the sun. See that? There's good energy right here. Look at, we can manifest anything that we want. We have all the tools that we need as soon as we learn this balance. That's what that is. So remember I was telling you guys we need that third divinity for two sides, like the yin and the yang with that circle. Same thing. This is rubber, this is glass. This is night, day. Yin, yang, man, woman, dark, night. See what I'm saying? Good, bad. Okay, so with everything in life, everything is always changing. And we need to find the flow of things, okay? We need to find a regular flow. Because guess what, guys? We can't accept to be happy all the time. We can't accept everything to be honky-dory all the time. Because if that were the case and we were always in Pleasantville, then it wouldn't be worth it. What would we all be for? We would hate it. I mean, really think about it. Like if everything was always great all the time, it would get bland, boring. We wouldn't even care. There'd be no emotion towards anything, right? Because nothing would ever be bad. Nothing could ever go bad. And it's like, well, then what would be the point? Who'd care? Who cares then? Everything would just be great. That's not who we are. Things have to be bad to be good. Things have to sometimes hurt to be happy. Sometimes things have to be dark so we can see the light. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying ever be bad. I'm not ever saying go towards, but I do respect the other part of it, because without that, we wouldn't be trying to sit here and be better people. You see what I'm saying? We need that to be relevant for the other part to be relevant. We need the yin for the yang to be relevant. Do you see what I'm saying? We need the dark for it to be relevant for the light. We need hurt for the joy to be relevant. Do you see what I'm saying? And that's where you get the natural flow of things, when you really come to realize what this is all about. See what I'm saying? And I'm not saying to ever hurt somebody because, yeah, you need to respect it, because we don't ever do that. No, because we don't get to decide that. The universe decides that. We don't ever wish bad upon anybody, nor do we ever put that on anybody ever intentionally, because it comes back on us hard. Okay? I'm just saying that we do have to find that balance and that respect and know that, yes, there are going to be bad times, because the good times are even better. Do you see what I'm saying? There is going to be dark, because when there's that light, it shines brighter. If you guys ever really think about it, in a dark room, a light will illuminate that dark room. But a dark light could never, ever phase that light. See what I'm saying? But that makes the other side relevant, okay? Like the Lover's card, that angel would not be relevant without the devil, and that's just facts. It is facts, because without that devil, it would not. That is the angel's biggest cheerleader, and vice versa, because it makes the other one relevant. It makes what the other person does not want. So it makes them strive to be that better person. You see what I'm saying? And vice versa. They're not. Some people make choices that are not for the greater good of themselves. They don't want to grow, and they do make choices that are not good, because anything that is done without love creates bad or evil, right? These spirits, guys, angels, and ancestors, I truly appreciate and I'm truly grateful. Anything else for Gemini? Anything else? Bottom line. Should we get the bottom line, guys? It's been a long reading. I apologize. At least you know my whole heart's in this, right? 9 of Wands. Perfect card to end. Wands are action cards, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. 9s are at the bottom of the tree of life. One more step and we're on the 10s, back up to the aces, right? So on the tree of life, this is Yatza. It's in the middle of the tree. So if you think about it, it's got to be strong, right? It's in the middle of the tree, right? So it's nearing the end of the tree of life. So 9s are accumulation of its suit. 9 of Wands. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so this is the Lord of Great Strength. This is the Moon in Sagittarius. So the Moon is full of change and Sagittarius is full of hope. Okay, by way of expectancy became strength, okay? And the strength comes from an inner feeling. So this person has been through a lot. He has a bandage on his head right there. He's been through a lot, so he's vigilant. It reminds us that what doesn't kill us does make us stronger. So it's a tremendous strength. Wands give energy for us to be able to get through anything with goodwill. Anything with goodwill. Okay, recovering from tough situations, illness, yes. So recovering from tough situations, illness, there will be success even when there's opposition here. We find that flow, right? There's going to be success no matter what, as long as we find that flow, okay? So by way of vigilance came hope. So know when you feel like giving up, you remember that you did not come this far to only get this far, guys. There's a lot of tenacity and courage is here. It's to give you that push, that final push, to get you back through that 10 and back up to that ace, right? So you can't give up now. You are worthy of success. It's up to you to rise to that challenge. Nice, guys. Okay, so I'm going to end it for Geminis. Okay, make sure that you guys subscribe. I'm almost there. You guys, thank you so much for the love and the support. I so 100% appreciate it. Tomorrow we'll be doing a reading of your breakthrough reading. It's going to reveal a shift that could change everything for you. Okay, it's going to be 5. I'm going to go live, guys. You can actually interact with me, so you guys have got to subscribe in order to do that. I'll be doing a pattern, the challenge that you have, the breakthrough, the power of it, and the future. Okay, the energy of the future that can change at any time, because I cannot predict the future, guys. It's not what I do. Okay, so thank you so much for watching, Gems. Love and light.